Hey everyone, Odds here with some more Mechabellum games. This time I'm bringing you our Mechabellum Mini Masters tournament up against Spade. So this is a best 2 out of 3 series, and the loser is eliminated from the Mechabellum Mini Masters tournament, and the winner moves on to the next round. Yeah, we had a pretty good series here, so I'm going to cast all these games, but I'm going to keep them at 2 times speed so we can make sure we can get through them all in a timely manner, since it is a best of 3. So, yeah, right off the bat, Spade is cost control with the Stormies, and I picked the Fire Badger spec with Saber Hound. I do move a Crawler into the middle here to try and distract Stormcallers the first round, and then we'll see what happens here. Sometimes the Sabers really pop off on the first round, sometimes they don't. Stormcallers are pretty decent, I feel like, sometimes, unless you can get the tower, because then you can sort of negate a whole bunch of the damage. Often what's difficult is when you go like asymmetrical aggro, just clearing out this last storm pack, but we managed to do that, so no problem. We win the first round, great. Phantom Ray, Marksman, Steel Ball, and Tarantula offered. We go for the Ray. I like to try and get something in the air on round 2. Just forces your opponent to react to air, and sometimes if they don't, if they do something crazy like this and they don't actually get anti-air, then even though this may work, you can sometimes still win the round. But Spade does end up getting the Mustang to come with it. You have 50 extra bucks, throw down that missile, and then we slow things down with the crawlers. And is it enough? Just not enough time. We don't quite get the other tower in time. But now we do. Trade towers. We just got these Phantom Rays here. Hopefully we can get rid of the Mustangs, and then we'll be okay. Yeah, looks like we get another tower. And we are going to thwart these level 2 steel balls. And just barely lose the round here. But yeah, all things considered, pretty good. Rhino Assault. Yeah, picked up for both of us. I watched Spade's games like in the earlier round, and he does tend to pick a lot of these drops, so I was kind of expecting that. But I figure like if we go hard here and we slow down here, then we might be able to get the tower before he can get our tower. And we're gonna just like, we're the Fire Badger spec, we're immediately gonna just blow this up. I wasn't quite expecting the Wraith though. But yeah, we're just trying to, you know, good defense is sometimes good defense. So we do manage to thwart that. We get the tower, and we are able to kill that Wraith, and then get this Rhino afterwards. So it ended up working out really well for us, and we've actually got a lot of units still alive. So we're going to do quite a bit of damage here. Another Rhino was offered. Laser, lightning, smoke. We just go for the Rhino again. Now that we've got a level up on these crawler, I feel like if he didn't defend it last time, he's not going to be able to defend it again unless he makes some changes here. And he's just pushing really hard on the side. Picks up some Phoenix, I guess, to deal with my Phantom Ray. And we no longer have the oil. But we can do a couple missiles here. So the first one pops the crawlers, and then the one back will pop hopefully the steel ball and Mustang. We cancel that. So we do get a tower. Yes, there we go. And our one Phantom Ray did pretty well, but couldn't quite clean up his Phoenix. It's our tower. We still got 2 rays left. Or 3 rays left, looks like. Lose 1, but we do manage to clear that up, do another whole bunch of damage here. Another unit drop. So what are we lacking here? Let's go for the Typhoon cell. Oh yeah, this is a War Factory round. Okay. Yeah, once you hit like 2k HP, that's kind of what happens, I guess. He's losing and he needs to make some kind of significant change. I take a long time to decide here because I know it can kind of... I could lose the game. So I feel like my Chaff Clear is not quite as good, so I go for the Tarantula. And then I go for the Farseer to try to deal with the Wraith. So we get the burst mode. You don't need anti-air right away. There's no text on this, but he does have a lot in the air. I feel like Farseer is pretty good with the burst. And then, yeah, we see the factory, and I just sigh, because, like, every fucking game has a factory, man. It's like... Mechabellum right now is just so brutal. Like, it's just Titans every single game. I hate it. I hate it so much. So we lose this round. And I'm like, great, okay. So we have, you know, a whole bunch of damage right at the start, and now the factory comes out. Thankfully, though, it didn't level, if I remember right. We do pick the fire, yeah, so no level on the factory. Fire is offered, so we're gonna try to burn this. We shield up, and what do we do? We got range on the Tarantulas here. I'm not sure if that was last round or not. Yeah, it was probably the last round. So now I'm thinking, okay, whatever, we're doing this. We're going Abyss. But instead of putting it on this side, I thought, you know, I have a better side here. Let's try to keep my Abyss alive with these units. I also... Oh no, not yet. Like this whatever. Also, I don't know. There's all these like scary Phoenix on that side too, so like if you don't kill the War Factor right away, then it's not gonna work out. It goes down to like 1 HP. We do manage to get it, thankfully, but then we lose it before we can kill this tower. Spade buffed the tower to level 3, so unfortunately we're gonna lose that round, but at least there's only 3 Phoenix left, so not too much damage, all things considered. War Factory does get a level though. And EMP is offered, shield, and redeploy. And I'm like, oh my god, he's got to redeploy with level 2 factory. Like, I'm never lucky. Like, once these games go long enough, it's just, like, this happens constantly. Whoever has a War Factor gets to redeploy. They really need to change the game. So, you know, items don't work on Titan units, but, you know, I think redeploy shouldn't work either. I don't think they should also be, like training specs. I don't think that should work on them either. Anyways, I go for another Abyss. We do have efficient units. The thought here is, like, he doesn't have that much damage, like just the Phoenix, so like if we can kill the factory, then we get all of our life back. Unfortunately, that one doesn't work. And we get the tower. And unfortunately, we don't kill that factor. Otherwise, we would have had full life again. Would have easily taken this round, so a bit disappointing there. Took a lot of damage for that. Pretty difficult to deal with the higher leveled Titan if you've only got level 1 abysses. But I noticed like he's kind of weak against air, so anyways, we do take the Wasp drop. He goes for the EMP on his Phoenix, which is pretty good. We've been slowly migrating our units over to the left here with our redeploy. I'm just giving up this. Like I don't want to deal with the War Factory. Like this pressure is just stupidly annoying. But we get another wasp, we throw some chaff, we got some missiles, and we're just buying time here. And tower goes down. Not too bad. We're just still looking for levels here. Wasps are doing a lot of help blocking these Phoenix. Unfortunately, we lose that tower. And we get that one, but still, again, the War Factory barely lives. And now we're up against the ropes here. Wasp Farm is offered. You know, we've already got the Shield of Wasp, so this is basically a free Wasp pack, so we pick that up. We want to make sure we keep Arvis alive here. We're going to start... yeah, I put it in front in case, you know, there's not much in front of these guys, and we're going to try and go for the tower before he goes for ours. We're moving... I think we moved over, like, the Farseer. We put some bombs also, like, in the middle here. Oh yeah, here we go. And then we go aerial spec, because I figure the only thing that's keeping him alive here is like these Phoenix and like these Wasps. So we actually want to kill this. Once we get air control, then we're gonna be okay. And yeah, I just throw down like 1,000,000 bombs. Round starts. Of course, we're gonna lose our tower. It is level 5 now though, so it doesn't really matter that much. And we managed to push through. Now we've got decent timing on his tower. And notice now there's also, yeah, see, we slow down that War Factory again so it can't get to our next tower. And there's a whole lot of Mustangs now. And that's the only way that he can deal with this. We do get levels on both of our Abyss, which is really great. Not enough to win the game yet. But yeah, so he's going Mustang, and the Mustang is the counter for the Wasp. So what we really need is the swarm missiles here. We also got Incendiary into Orbital now. So I'm going to Orbital. I actually really want to kill this Phoenix more than anything, and we're going to do a bit of damage on the War Factory, hopefully. We're going to... yeah, we finished our migration. So now we're in the 69 position here or whatever. He's going to drop the Orbital on my dudes over here. And then he goes for a play with the mobile, or sorry, with the redeploy. Push the factory here. He wants to try to slow me down. And he puts the fire down. I guess he doesn't think that he can push through here anymore. So he's trying to slow me down with mobile beacon. But with the level 2, it's just going to totally melt that War Factory. And now without that War Factory, there's really not a whole lot with this army. We just got to get these missiles. Missiles pop off. And our air spec Wasps are able to block the shots and deal with all these Phoenix. And with that, we're going to win game 1. Very close game. We had like such a demanding lead, or commanding lead in the beginning, and then as soon as the War Factory comes down, it's like panic. But we did manage to come back, so I felt pretty good about that, because like I hate dealing with the War Factories. They're so freaking annoying. But yeah, we probably could have, in the early round when it was dropped, our Abyss here instead of over here, and we might have been able to clear that up. Win the game a bit easier, but yeah, let's move on to game 2. All right, here's game 2, Spade versus Odds. Spade going for the Fire Badger and Stormcaller. He really likes the Stormcallers. And we end up going for a Tarantula Void Eye. Another good pack. Saber Spec as well. We throw down the energy absorption. I really like this tech on the Void Eyes. And because we're up against Stormcallers again, we're just going to go for the Crawlers. And I think I put one here and move this back a bit. Yeah, so we move it. Yeah, so I do it this way because some of the Vorti comes in a little bit later, and it's also far back enough that it's not going to get hit by the missiles. The missiles should go for the crawler and miss everything else. See, just misses. Yeah, we push through real quickly here with our tarantula. Get that tower. And we're off to a really great start. We're going to do significant damage here. Wasps are offered. Like I said, I like to go air early on. Fortunately, I lose the coin toss. I should have probably put this on the other side. Being that I'm already aggro on the right, this should have been on the left, I think. But I mean, it's 50-50, what can you do? We rank up our tower, we get the crawler and the extra missile here, because I'm expecting actually him to do something aggro on the side again, like he did last game. Or if there's a wasp or something. I don't know, we had a bunch of extra money for some reason, so we did that. But he throws down 2 fire badgers. We lose our wasps right away, which sucks. But it's not too bad. And unfortunately he does get a level on the wasp. That's the bad part. Intensive is offered, improved firepower as well. Both pretty good. Hacker is not really going to be a thing. That wasp. So we took intensive and then we jump drive our wasps, and I see an opening here, so as long as we can get that missile off, we should hopefully be able to grab that tower real quick. We don't want to go on the side where the level 2 wasps are. But what I should have done is put a crawler here. However, I think with the level 2 wasps, it is enough, just barely, and we are able to clear out wasps. And we're commanding this game here. We just need to make sure we clear up these wasps. Hopefully our other units will tank for us. Looks like that is the case. And actually, we get level 3 on our wasp, which is amazing. So now we're outscaling his wasp. Advanced firepower offered, I just pick it immediately. We do have to worry about these fire badgers. A little bit, maybe. I don't know, we don't have that much chaff, to be honest. And now, you know, we've done our job here. We're going to bring our wasp back. It's probably not going to work again. So I'm still expecting some kind of aggression somewhere. So I need a little bit more help dealing with remaining wasps in case I lose mine. So we get the fangs. So we need a bit more chaff anyway. And yeah, we've leveled our tarantula and we've got range on our tarantulas now. These are looking alright. So we are able to deal with this. Unfortunately, there's a missile here. It sucks. But our wasps are doing well here on the left. On the right, thankfully, we took these fangs. We cleared up his wasps. And now, no matter what, we're going to win this round because there's no more upshoot left. Take all the experience we can get. Not quite enough for level 4. Farseer, Scorp Wraith, Phantom Ray. So I'm really liking the Farseer. I think Farseer is a really good middle of the road unit. It's pretty safe. Like, it can deal with air, it can deal with ground, and like the burst mode tech is pretty good. I'm feeling like I can pick off these fire badgers pretty quick with burst mode. Because we're just like missing a bit of damage here to clear up the fire badgers. And I'm gonna I want to make sure that our chaff clear is good. I'm going to keep this tarantula back to prevent it from getting locked onto, like, I don't know, something that it doesn't need to be locked onto. Level 2 fire badger, maybe. We level up this farseer. We are getting oiled this turn, so we're going to get hit, and we drop that missile interceptor because these stormcallers are still doing quite a lot of damage here, so we do lose our chaff on the right, and we take a pretty big hit here. It is an oil turn though. It's a bit late for efficient light, so we end up skipping something there that we really need. It's time to sell out the wasps now that we see that the farseers are here, and we have enough money for a factory now. And so the timing of this is like, I end up going for level 1, and I'm hoping that we get a level 2, and then next turn we'll be able to level it up with intensive. So we take range, high explosive. And yeah, let's see what happens here. Yeah, there's too many stormcallers with the high explosive. But we do take the round, we just don't win with the war factory. And we get the level, so that's really good. Shield airdrop. So now we got the level 3. I'm gonna try and push in again. And Spade's response is ignite. And fortunately, in the game, I didn't see this quickly enough, I think. He's also got the melter with energy absorption, which is not... It's only a level 1. It's not good enough to kill the level 3 war factory. But he loads up all these fangs here. So... yeah, we managed to kind of push through, and just barely, there's just a little bit too much chaff. We're not able to kill that melter. So pretty unfortunate there. We take a lot of damage for that. Photon offered. We throw that down. That'll help us with staying alive here, especially against the ignite and whatever else. Just like increases your health by, decreases damage taken by 30%, and immunity to all those effects. So yeah, here we got portable shield, so that's going to be pretty annoying to deal with as well. And that's, I guess, how you want to deal with these factories, just jam things up. So I no longer want to go straight in here. We take launcher overload because we want to shoot faster. We still got range. And we're going to like try and go around to the other side. Prevent a lock and all that stuff, and we can do more damage as this stuff comes in. So we do go around, here we go, and there is the melter, and we do manage to kill it. It did get a lock, but it couldn't kill us fast enough. Get the tower, blast down that other melter. Now we're leveled up as well. We can go to level 4. But it's not quite enough damage here still. EMP is offered, a really important spell here. And I'm going to slow this round down here. So we've leveled up to level 5 now. But that costs quite a lot of money. We also, I mean, like, we don't have efficient maintenance, so we are kind of like losing money a bit here. I feel like this mobile beacon to the right is not the move. We did it last round. We should probably try to go straight through again, or even just no mobile beacon at all. Or like maybe to the left and up. And we've only got one shield. We're not able to, like, you know, this EMP is going to come down. It's going to take off all of our abilities on our units here. We needed another shield, or what we needed most importantly was a photon on our Farseer. I don't think we need a level 5 factory. So this round starts, and it's off. We do get some ignition here, so I got the oil as well. And we're coming in. The melter does get a lock. It's taking a lot of time to do it, and oh my god, it's hitting it, but it kills it right at the end, but it's not enough. So unfortunately our war factory goes down and we don't have enough life left, so we end up losing game 2 here. Kind of unfortunate play. I think I could have done this differently and won much more easily. So let's take over this replay and see if we can do that. Okay, so we want EMP. We're still gonna do this. What we want instead is photon. All that stuff. We still want shields. And we just need a bunch of stuff kind of to get in the way. So that we get some wasps. Do we have any upgrades here? Yeah, we have great defense. Maybe we do something like this. That works. No, the placement is not ideal. Okay, let's try this. We're gonna take EMP. We're gonna EMP this. He's obviously gonna shield. What we need is photon. We need to block missile there. Could level that up once, and then. Something like this. Just charge right in. Our crawlers are trickling in one at a time here. Chaff is dead, we're able to push through. Get that melter, we get the other melter, we get the tower. We just have that one more melter to get. No problem. Yeah. If we just, you know, fully committed there, we get photon and we just charge through, we would have been perfectly fine. Level 2 melter, level 1 melter, even though they've got energy absorption, they're not like the most scary. Or level 4 war factory that has photon. So, yeah. You can't change history, but at least we know for next time, I guess. Good game. We'll go into game 3 now. All right, this is game 3 against Spade in the Mechabellum Mini Masters. So we've got like Typhoon spec offered. Yeah, with Saber Hound, it's a pretty good pack. I don't know. I feel like maybe I shouldn't have taken Saber again. But this is what I was like kind of more comfortable with. We're going to turn the speed back up here. But I think Spade, he knows how I'm playing, right? So he's got the packs that have just like a lot of bodies. It really helps deal with the Sabers quite well. Also, I think I should have taken the other deploy. I hadn't really even played this deploy before. I couldn't remember at the time like how I wanted to deploy this, even though I've done it like a number of times. So I end up losing the first round here. I was a bit flustered after losing that second game, so missile strike, yeah, pretty good. What do we do here? So he goes into Phoenix. I don't even remember. Yeah, Phoenix here. I think I should have gone for the Wasps again. Lots of people like taking Phoenix round 2, myself included, but like, I don't know what a Phoenix accomplishes really here. That was a bit, but the Wasp would have done much better, more air bodies. As to see what happens here is like we still don't have enough chaff clear, right? So the same thing's going to happen as what happened last round, except this time his Phoenix are going to be able to kill ours because we don't have enough chaff clear. So too many bodies. The Wasp would have helped giving us more bodies. So yeah, and then these packs, like this is all a whole bunch of garbage. 2 level 3 arc lights, like maybe this is what we should have done instead, because like we needed the chaff clear, and like it does, like level 3 is pretty good, like it'll kill these dogs. Like he is amp spec, so they've got this spam core, they'll be able to kill the hounds a bit better. So looking back, I feel like this fort was like, well, maybe not the right choice here. We do, you know, realize that we've got a disadvantage with our chaff clear. So we get for the hounds here when you take range on the hounds. So we're trying to like out scale his hounds. So this time, like our chaff clear is pretty good, but our factory, or sorry, our fortress, not so good. And we're losing the right tower. And I'll show you why in a second. So anyways, we lose another round. We're down to like half HP now, and Spade has like 5,000 still. It's crazy. Heavy armor's offered. Subsidized arc light. Yeah, this is our Typhoon turn, and I'm thinking, okay, well we need the chaff clear. Let's just load up on the Typhoons here. I think, you know, 3 is maybe too many. So the problem with the right side here is this hound is locking onto the sledges, and then the chaff is getting through. So what this needed to be farther back. We bombed that this time, so it's okay. And do push through, but it's just not quite enough. And then unfortunately, unluckily, we lose our Phoenix there right at the end. Even though we had a whole bunch of bodies, the Phoenix somehow wiggled in front and then died to his Phoenix, so unfortunate. And then we lose that, and we just barely also don't kill this fort, so we have to take maximum damage. Vulcan Descent is offered, so I think, you know, we've already got the oil, so I'll take this, I'll burn this, because we're still losing on the right. Like, we don't want to lose our tower, so we're still trying to deal with that. Missiles offered. This actually, yeah, I think I remember. This one's kind of funny. Spade makes a mistake here. He puts his Phoenix too far up, so it's actually going to pull my Phoenix back. So it was a really good play, but the missile placement was not correct. So we tried to missile him, but I figured he would move. So anyways, we clean up that flank. Get all this fire down. Level 2 fort, launcher overload. But at least this round, we do manage to finally score a round win here. EMP, additional deploy. I'm pretty low on health, so I don't really want the additional deployment. Yeah, and Spade goes for range now on the fort. This level 2 fort with heavy armor. Like, look how much health this thing has. And yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at his board, I'm like, you know what, he's got like a lot of single target, he's got the fortress, he's got the Phoenix, like these sledges don't have upgrades. All he's got is like 1, 2, 3 packs of hounds as a chaff player. So I'm like, okay, let's make a lot of crawlers. Like, he can't possibly deal with all these crawlers, right? So we're gonna clear his board first, and then we'll be able to actually shoot stuff. So it's good, yeah, the chaff clear is working. But we don't have enough damage to deal with this. Launcher overload, like, you know, it's just so unfortunate. And this thing like barely lives again, and now he's level 3. So I'm yeah, okay, so we go, I think, yeah, we go for Ion here. I'm like, I need to deal with this stupid fortress. Like, I don't have enough damage. And Spade tries to go for the incendiary play with the Vulcan. He sees, like, I've got so much crawler now and I'm winning the chaff battle, but just losing from not having enough damage. He's got level 3 fort now, 250,000 HP. So there we go, and I end up putting a crawler on the side here, which works out in my favor because the Vulcan moves over to the left. And the Raidens do quite a lot. There's big chunks of damage there. We still, like, it doesn't do, like, it does a lot in the first hit, right? But we still need to have some extra damage. Phoenix. We managed to get that blast on the Raiden, thankfully. So we are going to stay alive. We're just barely hanging on. Yeah. Man, pretty good. But it's only good at the start, right? It, 70... Whoop. Absorb, advanced power. I don't know if advanced power was the right move here, but 50% of the target's current HP, right? But we reduced the damage by 70%. So not a lot of damage, but does a lot of chunk. So let's slow this one down. So we've got our oil up. We're gonna put it on the right side here. You know, most of our crawlers are on the left. And I don't know, I got pretty scared of that Vulcan here, because like you see how many crawlers I've got. And we end up taking fire extinguisher on the Hound, but I don't know, I don't think that was the move. We had subterranean as well. I think we only wanted subterranean, and I'm playing too much around the fire, and I still have the problem of not having quite enough damage. And I'm like low on money after getting all those techs, so I'm like, okay, I guess I'm getting a couple hounds. But like, I don't know, I should have sold this fort, and like, hell, like I probably could have even done like a war factory or something. Or this. So round goes off, and like he's sold the Vulcan. There's no fire coming. Now our crawlers, like, they're so fast, they get there faster, and now there's no chaff left, now that we're actually shooting enemy units. So that's why I don't know if, like, the speed was worth it, and we're still, like, not having enough damage here. Level 1 Phoenix can't quite finish that, so pretty unfortunate. Not able to win this round. This guy's got, like, no HP, but there's literally no HP on that bar. But yeah, we ended up losing this game. I'm a bit disappointed. Really felt like I could have won game 2 there and not having gone into this. And then in this game, I couldn't find the damage. I don't know, these fortresses really like threw me off here. I don't think I've played against someone going fort in a very, very long time. But yeah, let's take over this round, because I feel like I could have done much better here. Let's remember I only had like 100 and something HP, so let's try something else. So we're gonna skip that one. I'm gonna sell you. Still gonna oil like that, and we need to find some damage here. So first of all, I think underground is a necessity because of the Vulcan, so like there's no way we wouldn't have taken some way to mitigate that. And I don't know, I wonder if a homing missile, I don't think that's enough damage. Let's try it. We'll do this. Get a couple level 2s. What can we do here? Another level with that guy. Alright, let's see what happens. Pushing through. Is missiles going to be enough? Oh my god, they really don't do a whole lot, eh? But we do get the tower, and now we're able to clear the rest of this. Those Ravens are pretty good. They have enough support. Wow, that actually turned out a lot better than I thought it would have. 1600 damage here. So, yeah, there was still a way out of this situation. That would have put it, he was like 5k or 4k or something left. So we would have still had a significant disadvantage, but we would have been still in the game. And yeah, I feel like from here we have a way to play. We would probably need to start getting some Phoenix with range and charge shot, because our chaff clear now it's done, right? We don't need any more chaff clear, and then we have damage with our typhoons for the big units. We have missiles for like the medium and cleaning up. We have well enough chaff. So yeah, the last thing we would need, like Phoenix, range, charge shot. And I think that we might have been able to still find a victory out of that. But yeah, well played. Good job, Spade. If we're moving on to the next round. And I believe he also won the next round. I think it was against Fort Build. So yeah, congratulations, Spade. I believe he's making it to the finals day coming up this Friday. So yeah, you guys should check out those games when they come out. Tune in live and cheer on your favorite Mechabellum players. A bit sad I wasn't able to make it through, but the games were good, and you know, I learned a lot and got a lot of experience here, and we'll come back next time and win. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Leave me a comment down below what you guys thought of the games and series and all that stuff, and yeah, I look forward to reading it and saying hi. So another update is my basement is finally almost ready, so maybe in a few more weeks I'll be able to start streaming again, and we'll be able to catch you live. So yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of your day. See you guys later.